Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been seriously so long since I have posted a video. It's just been so crazy. I can't even begin to explain to you how hard it's been to work full-time and mom full-time because I don't have any help. I don't have a nanny. I don't have family in town. So needless to say, my plate has been pretty full and it's just so hard to find time to A, film, but two, edit because like I said, I do all of my own stuff. So not that you guys care, but I just wanted to jump on here and say that real quick. And I hope to film a whole lot more videos here soon. I just went to New York Fashion Week and picked up so many goodies that I cannot wait to try out for you guys and give you a little review. I also want to update my skincare routine, and I got a few hair tutorials for you. I've got so many videos, seriously, that I want to film, and I just have not had the time. So be prepared to see a lot more from me, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know that if you follow me on Instagram, a lot of you have requested a specific makeup look that I wore in a photo shoot with the new Naked Heat palette. So that's what I'll be filming for you guys today, and if you want to see me put some makeup on this face, then keep watching. Alright, first of all, I have already, oh my god, there's a piece of hair on me. I have already put my skincare on, my eye cream, all of that. So I'm going to start with some primer. I'm using the Becca First Lap Priming Filter. I'll link that below because I always do that. And, you know, I was going to try to do a voiceover, but let's be honest, if I try to do that, I'm not going to put this video out for like 2 months. I already have so many of you messaging me about that makeup look if I keep promising it. I'm an awful vlogger. And then I'm using the Tarte Amazon Clay Full Coverage. I don't know what shade I'm using. Medium Sand. So that might be a little too dark for me now. I typically do that when I have a spray tan, but we're just going to roll with it. And then I'll just squirt a little dollop in the back of my hand. And then I get my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. So I go between the shades. I use Opal when I'm tan. And if I'm not tan, I use typically the Pearl, I believe it is. Now, like I said, I'm not really tan right now because my spray tan has faded, but we're just gonna roll with it. And so then I just take my Real Techniques blender and I just blend that in. I'm just gonna have to look this way. Now, if you're not a big eyeshadow person, and you don't typically do that a lot, I honestly would not recommend putting your foundation on before you put your eyeshadow on, because then you're just going to get a bunch of the residue like underneath your eyes. I'm not an expert by any means because I'm not a makeup artist. However, I feel like I'm pretty good at makeup. And I've learned a lot of tricks from my girl Sarah and one of my best friends, Jessica. So I feel like I'm like a little knowledgeable. So then I'm going to take the, God, I've used this so much you can't even see the wrapper. It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. If I can even get any out. I bought a new tube, but I'm trying to suck all the life out of this one first. And I wear light. I like my concealer to always be a little lighter than my foundation. I'm just going to take this Morphe M224 brush to put it on. Not put it on, but like, you know, get it on my face. And then I'm going to use the blender. So I always go right here, depending on how pale I am. So right now I'm kind of pale, so I would probably put a little right here. If I had a spray tan right now, I wouldn't do that because that would be way too light for me. then I'm going to take the tail end of that, just lightly blend it. Guys, I'm so tired. Like, my grandmother told me this weekend that she's never seen me look this tired in her life. I was like, it's kind of an insult, but okay. At least she knows it's because I'm tired. I don't just look like crap. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Morphe M438 and my Becca Golden Hour. It's a soft light blurring powder. I never, with certain products I do, but I for the most part do not stick with one makeup product because I like to play so much. And you're just going to put that in the little lid and then dust it off. But this is not the powder I use all the time, but I have been playing with it recently and I really like it. Typically I use, I think it's the Laura Mercier powder, but I didn't know how I felt about this at first. I'm really, really enjoying it. So I always lay it on a little thicker where I put the concealer just because I want to set it. And then I take a bigger brush, just a powder brush, and go around my face. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bronzer, which is the Hoola. Like I said, I jump back and forth all the time. This is what I'm using today. I love it. God, my hair is looking a mess. Okay, so then I just dab it on there. I always start back here because I don't want that line to be harsh right here. Then I just go on the very edge of my cheekbone. I made this mistake also. I didn't know when I would watch people do that. But I always went under my cheekbone. You don't really want to do that because that can make you look like a drag queen. And there's nothing wrong with that. But like, depending on the look, if you're going for like a subtle contour, you want to go like right where your cheekbone is. So like the very bottom. And it, yes, I have to make that face every time. And that helps contour it a whole lot more. And then I always go around the top of my forehead because I have a high forehead. If you don't have a high forehead, I don't guess you have to do that, but I do. So I don't really ever do my nose just because I don't care. I do go around my cheekbones, my whatever that's called. I can't think of the words right now. And that's only because I don't have really sharp bones. I swear to God, I sound like I'm drunk most of the time, but I really just have extreme mom brain and I'm like dying from exhaustion. And then I would take my blush brush, which is the Morphe E4. I love this blush brush. Actually, don't use any other one just because it's my favorite one. And then I'm going to use Becca in Flower Child, which is my favorite blush, hands down. I always get so many compliments on it. And I start at like the apples of my cheeks and then go on. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. This is just my personal stuff. But I always do the apples of my cheeks and then on because I don't want to do just the apples of my cheeks because then I look like a freaking porcelain doll. So I just like to carry it out a little more. Man, I'm a train wreck today. And then just for me today, I don't typically do this, but I'm going to put a little bit of my Tarte Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation on top of it because my face is broke out so bad and my skin texture is a lot more uneven than it typically is. And I'm just going to go underneath here, the parts of me that are uneven right now. I'm not going to go over where I just put the makeup at all. just on the other parts. Girl, homegirl needs to do her eyebrows. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the eyes because that's the reason that we're here, right? Oh, and then I'll always go over. I probably wouldn't do this so much in the winter, but maybe if I have a tan. So I go with the Give Me Sun MAC bronzer. I go back in with a fluffy brush. And I just go buff it on the top just to give me like some iridescent warmth to my face. And that mainly could just be because I'm pale, and then I go a little bit under my neck. I might be a little more comfortable being pale in the winter, but it is September here, so I'm not really that confident in it yet. And then I would go in a lot of the base shades for the MAC paint pots are ochre, I think, and painterly. For my skin tone, I really like painterly, and I'll show you guys. It's basically just like a flesh tone, and I use it as my base. And I'm going to go in here with, so my friend Jess was talking about this a long time ago on her YouTube, and I went and bought it because I basically trust anything she says. I'm like her ideal customer. I'm like, oh, you love it? Okay, let me buy it. But it's the Elena Badro, and it's like, I guess it's like a shader brush. And she wasn't lying. Like, I am obsessed with this brush. I don't even use any of my other shader brushes. Like, this is my hands down favorite one. And it just puts it on perfectly. I love it so much. So then I'm just going to spread that across my eyelid. Okay, and for the eyeshadow, like, I'm literally going to wing it because I can't remember every shade I used. I remember, like, the main ones that probably got the attention, but we're just going to play a little bit. I'm going to do my eyebrows first, though, because I can't handle looking at them one more second. So that's the one thing that I have to do every single day. Like, usually I go see my girl Jen at Parlor 3, and she does a little wax for me, but she dyes them because they're so blonde you can't see them. So if you are in Nashville area, go see Jen at Parlor 3. She is amazing at brows. She's also amazing at nails. She always does my nails. So she's the best. Anyways. So I'm taking this small angle E65 Sigma brush, and then I'm using the Anastasia medium brown powder. And I'm just following my eyebrow line. And I always go in with a dark powder because honestly, I just like my eyebrows to be really dark. I would let them be black if I could. Ask Jen. She makes fun of me every time. I mean, this powder is not blocking my eyebrows right now. I guess that's okay. It's in my lap the whole time. I have a mirror right there that I'm looking in to do my makeup, but this is so precise that I'm going to have to use this little handheld guy. Unfortunately, I am not cool enough to have a camera yet that flips out because I have a Nikon and it does not do that. So I never know what I look like when I'm filming. There's been so many videos that I've filmed and literally cut off my head, and I can't even use the video anymore. Voila. Okay, now we're going to get into the grit of it. Okay, so if you guys have not seen this, like, whoops, these colors are so pretty, and they're so perfect for fall and summer, really. I'm pretty obsessed with them. So what I'm going to do first is, maybe if I find my brush, get my little crease brush. This is also the Elena Badro. I hope I said that right. I'm going to go in here with, I think that I went in there with Sauce. It shows a little action on there. So I'm going to go in there with Sauce, dust that off, and just go back and forth in the crease. I mean, honestly, and you can wear that color for a day use. Like, a lot of times, just for like every day, if I need a little bit of eyeshadow, I just pop in a crease color and go. And that looks so, so pretty. And then I'm going to go in here. I went in here with the Dirty Talk. So I'm going to go back in here with my Elena Badro. That needs to be washed. So Dirty Talk, pat it in there. And I'm just going to pat it on my eyelid. Don't worry if it's messy, because you can clean it up a little bit later, but I mean, don't get it too messy, but you know what I mean. So yeah, what I'm saying, because I just freaked out a little bit. So I'm going to go in here and buff around it, the parts that were a little gathered. Much better. So just blend it out, basically. Right here. Right here. With a clean brush. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. And then I'm going to go back in here and give it just a little more definition in the crease with a more like angled, tapered crease brush. This is the Morphe E22. And I'm going to go in here with the, is it He Devil? Whoops. What shade is that? So it's this one right here. It's just like a rusty color. And I'm not going to put much on there. And then I'm just going to go on the outside crease. Okay. Then I'm going to go back in there again with my Elena Badro shader. And go to the opposite side, the one that I use with the Painterly, and use the shade Lumber. It's just a really iridescent pinky color. And I'm going to put it right in the middle. Just to give it a little sparkle. Okay. Then I'm going to go back in there with my crease brush and the color Chaser, which is like a really light taupe. Dust it off. I'm just going to clean up around the edges, just so it doesn't look so orangey around my face. I use the taupe just because it's kind of like flesh colored and it helps it blend a little better to my face. I just put that over my face. Sorry, guys. So yeah, it's like gorgeous for blue eyes, especially because, you know, like amber colors really pick up the blue tones and it just makes my blue eyes like pop. So if you have blue eyes especially, this looks great, but if you don't, it still looks just as good. And then I'm going to go in there with the Urban Decay. It's a Torch Glide On pencil, and I just go right along my eye line. And then I'm also going to go right underneath it. Go press right into it. I go to about right here. And then I take this little brush. It's like a Sephora little, it's just a smudge brush. I don't even know if they still have it. I just like it because it's really dense. And then I just literally like push it into my eye. Make it all messy. Why is anytime you do anything with your eyes, you always open your mouth? Okay. Ooh, yes, I'm loving that. And so then I'm going to take this little round guy, a little Morphe E36, and I'm going to go back in there with the Dirty Talk, dab it on there, and just go underneath my eye, on top of the eyeliner. Okay, then I'm just going to wipe that off. Honestly, I'm just wiping it on my pants right now. But if I had a towel, I would do that. And then I'm going to go back in with the lumber. Why do I keep saying that? I'm going to go back in with the lumber and put that kind of towards the inner corner just because it's like sparkly. So I don't want to put the dark color near the inner corners of my eye because it will close my eyes off. Then I'm going to go back towards the top of mine with the shader brush that you did not put the dark colors on. And I'm going to use the Ounce, which is like a white color. I'm just going to do like right underneath my brow bone with that. And a little bit on like the inner corner. I forgot my most important step ever, which is my highlighter. Now this is the Jaclyn Hill. The color that I use out of there is Champagne Pop, which is Jaclyn Hill also. That's my favorite color. Honestly, I just stick to it. I sometimes use the Pearl also, but I use the Morphe M310, and then I go on the very tops of my cheekbone. And a little trick that Jessica told me to do last year at my baby shower was to go on the very tip of my nose. Now, sometimes I just like go a little bit above my eyebrow. Honestly, I would probably put highlighter everywhere if I could. I just love it. And then sometimes I put it like the very tip of my lip line to give me, you know, my top lip is really small. So I have to like give myself some oomph. And then this just sounds so long. I promise it's just because I'm telling you guys what to do. I did it really quick. And then I'm going to take my Tarte eyeliner, the Tarteist Black Double Take. I'm just going to do like the inner rim of my top rim anyways. Okay. Now, I lost my lash glue when I was in New York, so I don't have any lash glue. So I'm just going to have to put mascara on today. But typically I wear the Lilly lashes in Mykonos. This is them. They're so beautiful, and they last so long. All you have to do is peel the glue off of them when you're done, but they're awesome. This is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme. I love this mascara too. I mean, I love so many different mascaras, but I don't put too much on my lower lashes, just enough to make them be seen. keep watching my baby monitor because I'm totally doing this while Charlie is sleeping. Boom! Man, when you have a lash serum, you don't even need fake eyelashes sometimes. I mean, they definitely don't look like fake eyelashes, but they still look pretty long. Why not? Okay, that's it for the makeup part of it, except for my lips, of course. So I'm going to take this MAC Prep and Prime, and I always do a test first. You can go one or two ways with the lips. I went nude for the pictures on my Instagram. I'm going to use this lip liner, which is Whirl. And then I'm going to go in there with Velvet Teddy. There's also a Whirl lipstick. I just couldn't find it. So there it is with the nude lip. Okay, so this is that look with the nude lip. I'm also going to show you with this other kind of like rusty orange lip that I think would be really pretty for fall. Honestly, you could probably even move it into winter because it's kind of got like a red tint to it. So I'm going to show you what this looks like with this makeup look. Okay, I don't have any liner with this color, so we're just going to wing it. There you go. So this would be really pretty if you have like an event or if you're going somewhere special. I don't think I would wear this like during the day. But I do love this color, and I think it would be really pretty also if you just had some like fake eyelashes on and like minimal eye makeup. It is Smashbox and it is color Moscow Mule. Honestly, I'm that person that buys things if I haven't already heard about them based on the names. I love Moscow Mules, so like I wanted to buy it, and it was a really pretty like shiny color. So there's this look with this color, and